back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here's Mostert. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Mostert. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Charlie Werner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rosen will throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Rosen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play action here with Rosen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen shedding through the defense. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide. Complete. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this time, Rosen will throw. On the move to his left. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It got his man complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action, Fields. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Cohen. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They're going to run this with a tight end. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron.
And now it's blocked. And the Niners have it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Malone Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 50, here's Fields. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Right back to Pitts again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rosen to throw on third down. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Oh, Mooney, what a catch. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And just a yard to go here on second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Complete to the tight end, James. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5.
And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rosen off the play action.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 24, Rosen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
3rd and long here for Rosen.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Gets around him. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage. But you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Play action here with Rosen. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.